Okay. Hey, friends, it's Deb. Welcome back to Thriving Alcohol Free with Mocktail Mom. How are you? I am so excited to be here. We have Jen Hirst. How are you?
I am doing great. I'm feeling great today. So is a good thing because
You
right
look
now your
so
mood.
beautiful. You look
Oh,
so beautiful, seriously. And I am so excited to have you in today to just learn more about your story, what you have going on up in Minnesota, and just have the audience get to know you a little bit. Can I share your bio real quick? And then
absolutely.
we're actually going to make a mocktail together. And we're making a super fast mocktail. Okay, so let me read your bio and then I'm going to tell everybody what we're going to do. We're going to make a mocktail and we're going to have a little chit chat today. So okay, guys, Jen Hirst is the founder of Lighthouse Sobriety. Let's say society. Well, you could be a
Lighthouse Society.
society. You could be a society too.
Whatever you
Lighthouse,
want.
whatever. See, we're not reading the bio correctly. People know. The founder of Lighthouse Sobriety, a supportive community where women stay accountable, build connections, and stay alcohol free together. She also leads Lighthouse Academy, a 12-week no fluff program that teaches women how to become confident, sober coaches. And Jen's programs support women to embrace sobriety with a get to mentality. And I absolutely love that because we get to be sober. We get to. It's such a privilege, such a joy. Didn't think it would be. Never thought it would be. I thought
Absolutely.
it'd be drudgery, you know?
And it can change everything. I mean, it's a
Mm,
simple shift. I mean, you hear it all the time, probably on social. It's like, you don't have to, you get to. But it really is as anytime you're feeling FOMO or anytime you're feeling, well, I can't do this or this, it's like, well, you're choosing this for a reason. And once we can kind of reframe, it's like, I might not be able to do that, but look at what I do get to do. It's like
yeah.
really countering our old limiting thoughts and those intrusive thoughts and just really focusing on the good is, okay, I might not be going out at midnight, but I also get to wake up and I get to see the sunrise, which then is a domino effect to better sleep and feeling good and all of those things. It's like, okay, this is actually pretty good. So just getting into that practice. So what we have in like my programs, I know I'm kind of getting into it right
No,
away.
go right to it. I want to talk about it. Yep, we're talking about it all.
Yeah. Is this get to Saturdays? Because a lot of times we can feel this FOMO on Friday night, but I always feel like it's really FOMO when you're sober, and you're still drink and not you're sober and still drinking. But if you're drinking and looking at someone who's sober, you get the FOMO in the morning of someone who's you might be hungover in bed, or maybe you have friends or family who are hungover in bed, or maybe it's the holiday weekend or the day after a holiday, something like that. And you get up. It's really weird. We do it for the mornings where we can get up, we can feel good after a good night of sleep, we can go for a walk, we can make our coffee and not want to barf. Like all of those things, I think either side still feels FOMO, but we get to have the best of it, right? I might feel a little FOMO on Friday night, but I can change that to what do I get to do? I get to have an amazing Saturday morning or a relaxing Saturday morning or a productive Saturday morning. And I think that's really where sobriety pays off is having that sort of mindset of playing the tape forward to how do I want to feel in the morning? I want to feel good. And I'm going to probably get to bed after 9, like at 9 p.m. because nothing good happens after 9 p.m. So
True.
just go to
It's
bed.
so true. It's so true. Just go to bed. Okay, I
Yeah.
love that. I've never thought about that, like that FOMO of like when I'd wake up with a hangover, scrolling, feeling horrible, and FOMO of people who, right, are out hiking or, walking or just like doing something, going to a farmer's market. There's a gal in my membership. She's over 1,000 days alcohol free.
Wow.
And every Saturday she goes to the farmer's market and buys herself flowers since she became sober. So it's that same thing. Like now she can enjoy that. We get to have our Saturday mornings. We get to have these experiences we never would have had. We weren't having.
Yeah, and I really feel that too is as a mother, I now have a 9 and 11-year-old. I really feel that when, in the mornings or when my kids get sick of,
Mm,
remembering to be the tooth fairy or put out that stinking elf on a shelf. I'm whispering because my kids are upstairs. But I get to take care of them. If they come in at 2 a.m., I'm there, I'm present. They can wake me usually, unless I'm in a really deep sleep, they have to like shake me, but I'm not still drunk, right?
right, right.
That's where I really feel that it pays off is, gosh, I'm so glad I'm able to drive them if they need me. If something were to happen, if they need me to pick them up
Yep.
somewhere, I'm able to do that. And it's those little but big things where it really makes it worth it of, oh gosh, I'm just some things we don't think about when either we're drinking or in sobriety of when they do happen. It's like, thank goodness I'm sober, right?
So true.
Yeah.
So true. So true. Yes. The wake. Oh boy. When you just said tooth fairy. Okay, my girls are older, so I have a 23 and 17-year-old. But I missed the tooth fairy days several times, to say the least, with my Lily. I mean, so many times it was like, oh, the tooth fairy didn't come. Like, oh, bad tooth fairy. Yeah.
Okay, and this has nothing to do with sobriety, but like I always get so anxious with trying to slip my hand
Sneak it
under. I'm
in.
like, don't
Sneak it
wake
in.
up, don't wake up.
She was a good, yeah, they're deep sleepers. They were deep sleepers.
Mine are not. And so I'm like, you stick that next to your bed. I'm not digging under that
I did
pillow.
see a thing. There's a thing on TikTok this guy makes, and it's like a little thing you hang on the door. It's like a little door hanger, and the kids put the tooth in there, and the tooth fairy comes to the door.
Okay, maybe
Yeah,
we'll do that next
you might
time.
need to get that. We might need to have a whole, and it's like gone viral. Like it's this little door hanger. It's a little wooden thing that this guy carves, an older gentleman, and you hang it on the door. The kids put the tooth in it, and then in the morning, the tooth fairies come. The tooth is gone.
Brilliant.
And yeah,
Brilliant.
yeah, yeah. Isn't that smart? So then, yeah, parents, when your kids aren't heavy sleepers, deep sleepers, you can still get the tooth fairy there.
I mean, they're on the
Yeah,
verge of like, okay, do I
yeah,
believe in it? Do
yeah.
I
Do I
don't? Then I'm
believe this?
lying. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm
Yeah,
lying
I
about
know.
this. What do
Isn't
I
it so
tell them?
terrible? I know. You're like this, but yes, it's just fun. It's
It
fun.
is.
Our
It is.
childs weren't ruined because we believed in Santa Claus and the
No,
Tooth Fairy.
they were
Yeah,
just
we're
made it so much,
magical, a little
yes,
magical.
magical.
Yes, magical. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, we have to make a mocktail. We're gonna make a mocktail. This is like one of your favorites. This is your go-to. What do we call it? We called it because it's like okay, I love this. It's like easy, easy. I'm all about easy. We're not
Yes.
getting
I
complicated
need
today,
things
people.
fast. I don't have
Yeah.
time. I mean, it's great if I have some time to like, okay, I'm going to heat this
No,
up and then I'm
no.
going to like muddle it. And
We
I'm
don't
like,
need to do
no,
anything today. Let's just make an easy mocktail.
easy, whether it's pre-made, but it's something I have done for years and it's so stinking simple. So I don't know if you heard of like I think it was like a TikTok viral thing, like the Sleepy Girl
Yeah.
mocktail or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yep.
But all you're going to use, I get a fancy glass. I got these on
That's so
Amazon.
funny. I have the same one. We didn't even plan this. We didn't plan it. Okay, look at
You
that. Yes,
guys,
these
these
are
are
from
the best
Amazon and they're
glasses.
nice.
They're
Has a
so
nice
pretty.
feel to it. I love
It's
these
heavy
glasses. It is heavy. Yep, has a nice feel to it.
and it makes you feel fancy.
Agree.
So I
Agree.
actually usually make them in like a cooler like this to keep them cold because I like everything cold. But you want to
Same.
put some ice in there first, and then any flavor of sparkling water, or you can use plain, you can use club soda, anything like that. I always love bubbly lime; it's my favorite, and it's not that expensive.
Yep. Yep.
So you're gonna pour any flavor you like. You can do, strawberry, whatever. Maybe I
Perfect.
poured a little too much because you want to leave some room for the tart cherry juice.
Okay.
And then what we want to do is just take a sprinkle. I don't know. I don't measure this out. I just open this up. This is from Walmart because that's all I have where I
Great.
live. It's
Great.
the organic. You want to get 100% tart cherry juice. And what's great about tart cherry juice, you probably know this too, is that it has tryptophan. So it can increase, okay, let me see what ChatGPT says about tryptophan. It can increase our total sleep time and improve our sleep efficiency. So it's going to be less tossing and turning, more restorative rest. You can also use tart cherry juice to help your muscles recover. So if you did a hard workout, it's going to reduce inflammation. So all of these great things to help you sleep. So you're just going to want to sprinkle it in. Be careful so you don't spill it. You just want to add just a little bit, however much you want, whether it's a fourth cup, half cup, totally up to you.
Measure with your heart there.
Yeah, measure however much you want. And then what I like to do, you can actually just drink it like this. I like to have a little bit more flavor. Oh, you got Stur too.
Yeah, I love the Stur. I love the Stur. So I'm using the orange clementine.
I've never tried that
and
one.
they have ones with electrolytes in them. Yeah. Okay,
Yes,
so what do you have?
you
Which
guys.
ones do
I
you have?
got the limited edition. Is this how you say it? Lychee martini?
Fun. I think it's I don't know. Is it lychee?
Lychee?
I don't know. I say nothing right, Jen. Nothing. I mean, literally.
Well, and this is so it is actually for a mocktail. So it's a lychee martini. What I love about Stur, not an ad, but
Yeah,
yes, I do
same.
partner with them because I love them because I take them with me. I take them in my purse when I'm traveling. I take them in my backpack when I'm going out. I love them because you can make a mocktail with them. If you go to a restaurant and they don't have anything there, especially where I live, there's not a lot of options. So all you do is order a club soda. You add a little bit of Stur and you have a mocktail in like
It's
2
perfect.
seconds.
Yeah, so easy.
So
Love
you
it.
add just 1 squirt. Again, measure with your heart's desire. I do a little bit. I don't know if you could see that. You could stir with a knife, or stir with a straw.
I have a little stainless steel straw. Yep.
Yeah. And then
okay. Big time cheers,
it.
Jen. Seriously. Thank you so much for being here on the podcast. I'm so happy to make this with you.
Guys, that's so good. You can even drink this after a workout too.
Yeah. It's like a nice post-workout drink.
Yeah, and you can drink this like an hour or two before bed. It's supposed to, again, put you in some deep sleep, help you sleep better, help muscle recovery, reduce some inflammation, and it tastes delicious.
It's so
And
good.
I know it took little bit longer for us to make it because we were chatting, but you can literally make this 15 seconds.
15 seconds. This is a
So
15-second mocktail.
15 seconds, sparkling water, tart cherry juice, squirt.
Done. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay,
Mhm.
perfect.
It's so good.
Okay, thank you. And you don't even have to garnish. I mean, you can if you want to,
No,
but
you
you don't
can
have to.
make
Like,
it
but I
fancy.
like, yeah, and I like that you can just put it in your tumbler. It's something perfect you can have with you. Yes.
And you can even make this like if you're going to go out, what I usually do, since I'm not going to walk into I don't go to parties really anymore. I'm
Same.
past
I like
that
to stay
stage,
home,
okay?
Jen. Are you in the stay home stage?
Yeah, yeah. Or like
Same.
if I go to a baseball game, like
Yeah.
that's probably my son's baseball game. You can put this in one of these and just carry it with you and have a little mocktail in your cup. So
Feels
if I'm
nice.
going out, I take a cooler with me with a bunch of my stuff that I need, or going there with an entrance drink, take a tumbler, keep refilling, and you always just have it with you
I
wherever
like
you
that.
go.
An entrance drink. I've never heard that phrase before. I like that. An entrance
Entrance
drink.
drink, yeah, because you
Yes.
don't wanna go into a get-together or event or holiday. I mean, you can, but you always wanna bring your own. I always bring my own everywhere because I can't rely on someone else to supply me with
Yep.
non-alcoholic drinks. That's not their responsibility. My sobriety, what I drink is my responsibility. So I
Hmm.
always walk in, I have a little cooler purse, or else I keep it in my car to get a break, to go refill. I come
Yep.
in with either a calming tea because I have that anticipation anxiety of, oh my God, it's a lot of people. So I walk in calming myself down, or I walk in with my drink. So that reduces the chances of someone asking, hey, do you want a drink?
What can
I'm
I
like,
get you to drink?
already got one. Thank you so
Yep.
much.
Yep.
There you
That's
go. I
brilliant.
call it my entrance drink.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's a great tip. That's fantastic. That's so helpful because it is. There's so much anxiety. Even like I'm not an anxious person necessarily, but I mean, sometimes going into it, I went to an event last week. It was a big event in a ballroom. They had no mocktails, nothing. And I did have that sense of like, what am I going to order? Like it was open bar. There was no alcohol free options. I ordered sparkling water and I didn't have my stir with me, but I had a little packet of, oh my gosh, what's the name of it? I can't think of it. One of those little flavorings packets, craft mix. What is it? I can't even think of the name.
Is it like
Anyway,
a element or
it
I know
wasn't.
Recess has
It
flavoring.
was like a craft mixer. I feel like it's craft something or other. Anyway, I'll
Okay.
look up the name. But it was just like a little Pax mix or something like that. And I just mixed it and made a little margarita right there at the table for myself. But exact same concept as like a stir. Just get a
Yeah.
sparkling water and you can make your own drink in
Yeah.
any event. Yep. Yep.
And you know
But
what?
you don't,
It's so cheap. You just
yeah.
say, I just want some club soda. They don't charge you
Exactly.
really
Yeah.
for
Oh, you
anything.
just want, yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Perfect.
just like I used to sneak in alcoholic drinks, or I used to cut a hole in my purse to put in my booze, I now sneak in these to restaurants. You can even put it in your bra. You can take
Love it.
this,
Yes.
or
Okay.
like
Let's see. Here we go. Okay.
I don't
I'm
have
ready.
much anyway,
No
so
one
I'd
will
probably
know.
be
No one would
yeah.
ever know.
Yeah, see? Oh,
We're ready to go. Look,
it's
and you have,
like
yeah, a little tank on there.
it's
Nobody
like
knows.
Will Ferrell and Elf when he takes out his maple syrup. He's like, "Oh, I already got some." Put
Here
it
we
in your
go.
cuff. But it literally people in my
That's
programs, they know I'm
hilarious.
obsessed with this stuff like the recess powder drink mixes. I brought those on vacation. I always just bring something. So
Yeah.
all I need to do is add water. You can literally get water anywhere, or club soda, which really you can get at any bar or restaurant.
Yep. Totally.
Yeah, they're a
Okay.
lifesaver.
Brilliant. Really, it's really, really smart. Okay. Perfect. Okay. I want to hear about what you have going on in your life, everything that's happening besides the baseball field, and what you do to kind of stay on track. What do you do to help the women in your membership stay alcohol free?
Yeah, well, we have my membership, so that's open all the time where we have
Okay.
daily meetings to help them get sober, to stay sober. It's really the
Really?
membership is really for long-term sobriety. And we have a book club, there's workouts, we have guest speakers. I know you were on in July,
Thank
which
you
was
for having me.
amazing.
Thank you. It was so
Absolutely.
fun.
Yeah, and it's just a place to connect with other women who are alcohol free, who are sober curious, to stay together, to do this together when we can't be in the same spot. So, a lot of the women, I'm sure in yours too, are from all over the country and all over the world that it doesn't matter. I mean, it matters to have in person friendships and sober connections, but sometimes that's just not possible at first. So, it's kind of like the first step to starting to meet people who are also alcohol free, which then you can create these friendships, these connections, these best friends. And so now what we have going on right now are like some little mini retreats where we get together. I'm going to Austin in a couple months for the Sands Bar just to kind of visit. And so we're all
Good.
going to get together and go to that. And so these just little opportunities where it's so fun because wherever you go, there's probably someone in Lighthouse or in your community that you can call up, you can meet for coffee, go for a walk, and connect that way, because that's really how we stay sober, is to have sober connections, sober friendships. Because maybe if you're the only one in your group who's not drinking, it can be really lonely, and like maybe there's something wrong with me. And if we
Mm,
surround ourselves with people like that for that long, we might start to think like maybe we can moderate. So
yeah.
having that support is freaking huge. And then I also have my programs, my group coaching program. So I have AF 75 coming up September 29th. So that's
Okay.
75 days where we focus on 6 daily habits to help you get sober. That's going to help you feel better in sobriety or in early sobriety when we experience a dip, and also coach you with how to get through the holidays sober. So going through, how do I
Mm,
go to a holiday event? How do I set a boundary? What do I do with all this time that I have? What do I actually do? Because I'm so stressed out.
yeah.
And it seems like, drinking would be the logical solution for that. So I really take you through how to live sober, how I would have wanted to know what to expect the first 7 days. Okay, now going into this week, how to manage emotions. How do you actually process something, because we used to just numb out? And then I go into, and I've created Lighthouse Academy, which I think that's a natural next step for women after they get sober, is now they feel like they want to help other women because they're
Yeah.
feeling so good. And that was the question I got asked the most, is how did you do it? How did you become a coach? And I'd be like, well, you can do it this way, you can do it that way. But if I did it, this is actually how I did it. And so I thought, what if I just created a program to
Well,
show you how I did it, what you really need to know to help other women get sober. And so my whole goal, just probably like you, is to help as many people as possible get
yeah.
sober and do it in a way that feels good. And yeah, and so that's why I created Lighthouse Academy. And it's so cool to see the women. So that was brand new, to see the women graduate.
Okay,
And
so
now,
did you just do a first one of those?
yeah, over the
Really?
summer, my
Great. I
first
didn't
round.
realize that. I didn't realize that. Great. So there's
Yes.
brand new coaches out in the world right now who learned under you.
Yeah.
Amazing, Jen.
Yeah. And it's
Not
so
only,
cool. And
yeah, to see them go on. How
yes.
incredible.
And it's not oversaturated, and I'm literally showing you how to do what I do. But
Exactly.
everyone's, what they want to do is so different. I have a woman that is teaching and hosting meetings in person. She bought an office, she decorated it, she's hosting meetings. I have two women that actually
Wow.
teamed up in the program to do these Instagram lives. They're doing these monthly workshops together.
Wow.
And yeah, it's so cool to see them just flourishing in this
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
taking it in so many different directions, with, of course, the overall goal to help people who want
To
to get
help
sober.
people. To
Yeah.
help people. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And to know that we're not alone. We're not the only woman who is like, okay, what on earth am I doing? I'm drinking more than I intended to, you know? Yeah, yeah. How what brought you into sobriety?
Well, my story.
Yeah, how'd you end up here? How did you end up
Oh
as a
gosh.
sober
How
coach?
much
Yeah.
time do we have?
Sorry, yeah, yeah, we got 12 minutes.
Okay. Well, I'll do this really quick. I'm an overachiever. I'm a Enneagram 3, a perfectionist.
Are you? Okay.
And I used drinking to calm all of the things, all of the thoughts that I had to achieve, and all of the expectations that I couldn't live up to. It actually started when my second boyfriend wanted to go on a break. And that's actually when I started to abuse alcohol. It
Wow.
went from having fun in college to actually, I want to take this feeling away. I do not want to feel this pain. And it didn't happen overnight. From the moment I started to abuse it to the moment I got sober, it was about 10 years. That's why it's
Wow.
so sneaky. But on my spectrum, the way I drank, the way it progressed, especially the year before my wedding, which is why I show pictures of my wedding day, because I was not there. I was drunk. I was not remembering a lot of it. I was under so much stress. I was so nervous because I'm an introvert and wanting to perform and put on this big show, that I did everything that I could to pull it off. And I literally
Oh.
just collapsed. But I ramped up pretty good. And so on the spectrum, I was a very severe case where my
Mm,
drinking took me, I have two DWIs. I started to drink mouthwash because I was rotating my liquor stores. I was drinking every day. As someone who got good grades, my parents rarely drank. I never saw them drink. Rarely, I've never seen them drunk.
yeah.
That to now I couldn't go a day, even 2 days without drinking. I was having horrible withdrawals. I was shaking. And so I've been to 3 inpatients. I've been to Hazelden twice. I've been to 8 outpatients.
Wow.
I have done house arrest. I've done a day in jail. All of these things because I always thought that I can control it. And I felt like I was in a big hole and I didn't know how to get out. And this all transpired the day after my wedding, is that I had been drinking like this for a while, but no one knew about it because I was
Mm,
hiding it. I was a closet drinker. It had
yeah.
progressed to that point where not even my husband knew what was going on until 2 days after our wedding. So he's
Wow.
like, oh my gosh. So just began after I got married, a year and a half journey of actively figuring out what's going on,
Good
going
for
to my
you.
first AA meeting. Because 13, 14 years ago,
Was
that's
totally
all
different.
that was around.
It's totally
And it
different. Yeah.
scared me.
Yeah.
The label scared me so much. If I have to say that, what is that going to do to my image of people like Jen? She can do this. She's won this. And to know that she's an alcoholic, it's like, oh my God. And so, yeah, did all of those things. And it just got to a point where I was in detox for the second time. I blew a 0.34 and I woke up and I had lost almost everything. I'd lost my car. I'd lost my job. I had no money. I was really homeless. My parents didn't know what to do with me.
My
And
gosh.
I just had like an out of body experience where I looked down at my life. I'm like, what is going on? And I just wasn't ready. I really wanted to get sober. I just wasn't ready. And at that point, it's like I woke up. I'm like, I'm done. I am so
Mm.
freaking done with losing everything. I didn't know if I was going to wake up another day. And I was
Wow.
31, or no, it was, yeah, 31 when I got
Wow.
sober.
Wow.
And from that moment on, I didn't expect anybody to believe me.
Mm.
I just did the next right thing. I biked to a local printing shop to get just a simple job.
Good
I
for
did all of the
you.
aftercare.
Good
I
for
did,
you.
yeah, got the parole officer,
Wow.
got the intoxilizer in my car for 2 years. And slowly but
Wow.
surely, things got so much better. And
Wow.
all I was doing was not drinking. But once I stopped trying to fight it, everything got so much easier. Even though I was in such a rut, now internally, and you probably felt this too, I was done. I knew it and I didn't have to lie. I
Yeah.
could be honest.
Yep.
And it took time for people to actually believe me. But my gosh, within 4 months, I got pregnant with my son. 4 months, I got a job back in my field. 6 months, I was promoted. Within like a year and a
Wow.
half, we got our first house. And it was just all of these things started to happen. And yeah, I had a lot of stuff to clean up. But slowly but surely, within 2 years, I had took responsibility for my actions and just
Yeah.
kind of took off from
The
there. But
next right thing. The next right
yeah,
thing.
it's just
Yeah.
the next right thing. But I also was in the sober closet for 4 years because I didn't think people cared. And I thought that's what was supposed to be. We weren't supposed to tell anybody, we weren't supposed to talk about it. And I always felt this pull that why? And I don't know. And you can look more into my story and I can definitely able to talk about it, but it's all of these things kind of led into me sharing my story socially, which was
Amazing.
very new to me. I never took pictures of myself. I did not share a lot about what was going on. And so
Mm.
coming out of the sober closet in 2017 was so nerve wracking, but so needed.
Sure.
And that changed my entire life.
Wow. 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 And now to have a business and a coaching program and to be impacting thousands and thousands of people. Could you have
It's
ever
crazy.
imagined? It's crazy. It's so amazing. Such a miracle. It's a miracle. You're a walking miracle.
Well,
Yeah.
so are you. And the thing is, the one thing I never like to talk about is the one thing I love to talk about. And I knew I was meant to do something. I just didn't know what that was. I thought I was supposed to be an art director for magazines. I was going to move to New York and do all of these things. And I always felt like there was this hole I was trying to fill. I always talk about this hole. And when I got sober, I didn't have the eating habits that I have today. I was trying to fill it still with food and sometimes over exercising, and I would just still stuff. And it wasn't until, and it's just crazy, but it wasn't until I started coaching
Hmm.
that hole began to dissipate. And I
Interesting.
didn't feel the need to numb anymore because I was helping other people and it felt good. It was first with fitness, nutrition. Then that turned into, oh, okay, I don't think I'm supposed to help women lose weight. I think I'm supposed to help them get sober.
Amazing.
Weird. Okay.
Amazing.
So yeah, it's awesome. It's
It's
crazy
so
how that
awesome.
stuff happens.
It's so awesome. Thank you for sharing. Your story is
Absolutely.
so impactful. So impactful. Okay, what are the habits in your program that you talk about?
Yeah, well, I started doing these a few years ago and they made a huge difference in how I feel. So I decided to implement them into my programs to keep women. And I love it because it helps with that dip that we can feel in early sobriety when our dopamine is low. We might be feeling a little lost, a little lonely, maybe a little sad. And again,
Totally.
that stuff doesn't last, but these things can help you to feel better, whether you're in sobriety or whether you're already sober and just kind of feeling like you want to feel better. And so I started implementing these and they provide some structure. They can boost your confidence. They give you something to do if you're like, what do I do with this time that I
'Cause there's a
have?
lot of time, right? There's
I
time in
know.
sobriety. Nobody tells you you're gonna get 10 hours a day. You're gonna get 5 hours a day
Yes.
you never had. Yeah, yeah, you never have.
Yes.
Yep.
So now I teach them to the women. And so the first one above all else is to stay sober, which is the most important. And I'm actually switching it up for my next program, which I just decided before this because I've been talking about it forever and I never do
Okay.
it. And it's so important. So maybe there's 7 habits or whatever. But
Yeah,
above
yeah.
all else, our biggest goal is to stay sober by any means possible, right?
Mm,
If you can't get to the other habits, the most important one is to stay sober because
yeah,
everything depends on your decision to stay alcohol free. Now, all of these habits help you to stay sober. But the second one is water because it helps carry nutrients to our cells. It actually lowers anxiety. It helps you sleep. It helps clear and cleanse your liver. It helps with brain fog. It can boost your energy. So, really getting half your body weight in ounces of water every single day at least.
love
And
it.
I'm not talking about sparkling water or water flavored with Stur, even though I love it. It's like plain water. And people are like,
Plain
what?
water. Really?
Plain
I'm
water.
shocked that
Yeah.
you're saying this. Really?
Yeah.
I'm like, I
Plain.
flavor everything. I put electrolytes in it. I don't think I ever just drink plain water.
And you
Does it
can
make a
add,
difference? Really?
it does. And you can add, if you'd like lemons, you can add like whole fruit to it if you'd like, but I want it to be plain water because we really want to cleanse. And you can have all the fun stuff too, like
Okay.
the
But just
mocktails, but
okay, yep, but plain
plain
water.
water. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the next one is reading 10 pages of a book, like a personal development book or a sober book every day. So this made a huge impact on me because I got so much clarity
Hmm.
why I am the way I am, why people act the way they act. The let them theory is a big one, it's a huge one. I
Yeah.
mean, any sober quit lit, like Beyond Booze is a really good one that I like, or This Naked Mind can help so much in giving you clarity. And when you know better, you do better, just like
Yeah.
Maya Angelou says. And so that's so, so helpful. We then get into and boosting our happiness through gratitude of finding the things, of getting to of that get to mentality, finding the good. And so what I want women to do is writing down 5 things that they're grateful for every single morning from the past 24 hours, because when we
Oh, I
can get
like that. I
specific.
like that as opposed to like,
Yes.
I'm grateful for, and it's something, yeah,
My
big.
health. And
Yep.
it's like, yeah, that's great, but it doesn't have a big impact. And so I got this actually from Rachel Hollis, who wrote Girl Wash Your Face. And I started doing it in 2018 and I
I
didn't know
like
what
that.
to write for my gratitude. I'm like, I don't know. And I'm like, the sun.
Yeah.
And I was so
Yeah, yeah.
stupid, but I was in that mindset. And so I actually had to Google, what do I be grateful for? What are
I
other
like
people
it.
being grateful for? And
Yeah,
then once you start to practice, you're going to start to find those small things that happened that
totally.
yesterday that went well. And it can be super small, like, oh my gosh, I got a Starbucks coffee. Or the weather was beautiful. I mean, here in Minnesota, it's like prime time for
It's
weather.
perfect. Yeah,
And over time, you start to see what's going well, and your whole attitude and outlook on life can change once you do that. And you know you're going to do that tomorrow. So you're going to be looking for those things
I
that
love that.
are going your way
I
today.
love that.
The next one is exercise. I'm a big component in movement. I actually don't recommend you do HIIT training or
Okay.
any like triathlon unless you really want to. I'm talking walking.
Okay.
Walking is so stinking helpful. I'm really into weightlifting right now, especially for women in your 30s, 40s, 50s. Weight training is non negotiable. If you want to preserve your muscles, if you want to be mobile when you're older, it is so important to keep that muscle. But for sobriety, it helps to reduce stress. I think when it's one of the main benefits of
Mm,
exercise is it's going to reduce your stress. It helps process emotions. It's going to boost your confidence. It's going to increase blood flow to the brain, which is super important because alcohol decreases it. And that's a big component for dementia. It's going to boost your energy. It's also going to boost dopamine naturally. But a simple 10 to 20-minute walk is really all you need, and it doesn't have to be a lot. And so whether it's walking, yoga, Pilates, anything, just get your body moving.
moving.
That is huge.
That's awesome.
And then the last one is checking into a community every day, whether it's you just
Mm,
pop into the app, you attend a meeting, you comment on someone's post, you go into Marco Polo, just staying connected to sober community and checking in once a day to keep that lines of communication open is so, so helpful. Whether you want to engage a lot or engage just a little bit, but having that support
I love
is
that.
key. So,
Even if
yeah.
it's just a little bit, comment on somebody's post or just something, just check in, just to stay connected. Even if it's just a little tiny bit, little string, staying connected.
Yes, a little
Yeah.
bit. And the one I'm going to add,
Okay. Yeah. I want to hear
because
it.
I talk
Yes.
about it all the time, it's so simple, but it's protein. I have done a lot of work on myself this past year with blood sugar, with hormones, sleep, protein. And I've been teaching about it all the time in my program for years, but having protein, number one, every 3 hours, but the habit would be having it at around 3 p.m. So around before the transition time, if you have a job from work to home life, or around that time, that late afternoon when we can feel the pull for happy hour or anything, you want to make sure your blood sugar is stable, because low blood sugar can manifest as cravings. It can heighten anxiety and put you in a state of stress. So making sure, again, you're eating every 3 hours, but the habit would be have some good quality protein
Love it.
around 3 to 4 p.m. before your trigger hour, before the 5 p.m. hour, to help keep your blood sugar stable, which is going to put you in a much better place mentally to handle any triggers that might pop up.
Brilliant. Okay. You
Yeah,
have to add that. Yes.
I know. It's so
Yeah.
important. And
That's getting
people are,
added right there. Yeah. That's
yeah,
brilliant.
okay, it's done. I mean, at the end, it's going to be like 20 habits, 20 habits a
It's
day. Cause I'm like,
okay.
well, you do
It's
this, do
okay.
this, do
Yeah, do
this,
this,
but
do this,
it's
do this,
so
and then you'll be fine.
important.
No, but those are great. Just such great I love that they're not overwhelming. Like it's not like it's not this 75 hard, it's like go for a 10-minute walk. You can do that after dinner, It doesn't have to be stressful. Like you don't need to add stress to your life. These are all things to help us take stress away and manage all of this.
Yes.
But it's not putting a burden on these habits aren't putting a burden on somebody. They're helping
No.
to relieve the burden of
They're
alcohol.
helping to boost your energy to make you
Yeah.
feel good. And like you said, taking a walk after a meal, just a note,
Yeah.
super helpful for blood sugar control. Whether or not you have diabetes or whatever, taking a walk after breakfast, after lunch, after dinner, either any one of those
Yep.
or all three is really going to help you regulate so your blood sugar doesn't spike too high and it doesn't go too low. It's going to really keep it even, something I've learned and applied
So
recently.
smart.
So
Yeah, and I've
just a little tip.
increased my protein and I feel more human. I'm
Yeah, you
trying to
feel
get to 100
good.
grams each day. I probably get 80, but that's a ton more than I used to get. I mean, I used to get like maybe 20, and I'd get like 1,000, grams of carbs. So I'm
Yes,
doing better. Yeah, just doing
that's
better. I think
great.
that's the thing is just moving forward and doing the next right thing,
Yeah, and
even
even
in our
finding like
habits.
easy sources of protein. With that 3 p.m. snack, cottage cheese has like 20 grams.
Yeah.
If you can have dairy, I can't, so I have to find other sources, but cottage cheese, Greek yogurt,
Yeah.
super easy. You can just
Yep.
take it and go, but are packed with protein that again are going to make you feel full, feel satisfied, lower stress, and make you feel ready to like
Yeah.
take on that
Take on
trigger hour.
the
Yeah, I'm
transition
going to take
time.
on that 5 p.m. hour. We're going to reframe it and feel good along the way.
Jen, thank you so much. I could
Yeah.
talk to you. You're phenomenal. I want to join your program. Seriously, like I just love you. I really love what you're doing. Thank you so much for everything that you're putting out into the community and for just the women that you're supporting and for all these coaches now. Now,
Yeah.
all these coaches who are now going to be going out into the world, after being under your program. Phenomenal. The
It's so cool to
thousands.
see.
It's amazing. Amazing. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you for coming into the Thriving Alcohol Free podcast. So happy you were here. Thank you for this delicious mocktail.
Yeah.
Easy. What
Thank
do
you
we
for
call it?
having me,
Easy
guys.
peasy or 1, 2, 3? What do we call
What
it?
were we going to say?
Bam, 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 bam,
But
bam. Duh, duh,
duh,
duh,
duh, duh.
done. Duh, duh, duh,
Da da da
done.
da da.
It's the 15-second mocktail, people. Okay, big
15
time cheers
seconds.
to you. Thank you,
All right.
thank you.